Hi friends, welcome to CSEB Dreams. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ ഈ വീഡിയോയിൽ 200 ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസുകളാണ് ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. അതിൽ ഫസ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ നമുക്ക് നോക്കാം. ബ്രിഗേഡ് സിസ്റ്റം ഈസ് അസോസിയേറ്റഡ് വിത്ത് വിച്ച് ഓഫ് ദ ഫോളോയിങ് ഓർഗനൈസേഷൻ? കോൾകോസ്. ക്രെഡിറ്റ് കാർഡ് സിസ്റ്റം വാസ് റെക്കമെൻഡഡ് ബൈ കേരള സ്റ്റേറ്റ് പ്ലാനിംഗ് കമ്മീഷൻ. A society having more than one district as its area of operation and having individuals and other cooperative as its members is a dash society. Federal society. Each for all and all for each is related to the dash place. Answer: Hedestrophe. Revolving credit system in a term associated with the hate pools. The earliest private villages settlement of Israel is called Moshav. Primary credit society with a village as area of operation much affiliated to dash as per section 90. State cooperative union. Prescribed form for nomination for the election of circle cooperative unions. Form number 14A. Present Chairman of Consumer Fed M. Mehboob. The recommendation of committee favors the service cooperative societies should be organized on the basis of village community as the primary unit. Mehta Committee. The functions of Small Farmers Development Agency and Marginal Farmers and Agricultural Labourers Development Agency are integrated and formed a new organization called IRDP, Integrated Rural Development Program. Chairman of the Committee on Consumption Credit B. Shivaraman. Dash are called Romance of Cooperation. Urban banks. The nominating authority of government nomination in the Board of Management of Central Society. Registrar. The famous name Cooperative Forbundet is associated with which country? Sweden. The central organization of urban societies of Schulz type in West Germany. EDECA. Which among the following committee recommended important the suggestions to reduce the overdues of PACs of India? CD Delhi. Dash Cooperative Society may admit any society as a nominal or associate member. Housing Cooperative Society. A cooperative society must maintain their voucher file for a period of dash years. 5 years. The register to be maintained by the State Cooperative Union should be included in Appendix 1. The scale of finance is fixed by Technical Committee of DCB. The committee responsible for the evaluation of cooperative farming societies DR Gadgil. Model bylaws are framed by Registrar. The non-official organization representing cooperatives in Kerala SCU State Cooperative Union. Mr. CFU is familiar with the dash cooperatives. Industrial cooperatives. The scheme for industrial workers is associated with the dash societies. Consumer societies. Unicop of Japan is an organization related to foreign trade. A cooperative society must keep their audit certificate for a period of dash years. Permanent. Dash percentage of net profit is given as dividend to government by cooperative societies. 25%. The Registrar of Cooperative Societies has the right to rescind any resolution of a cooperative society as per Rule 176. Chairman of Kerala Cooperative Development and Welfare Board V.N. Vasavan. The main source of State Agricultural Credit Fund. Dividend from credit societies. Cooperative principles are associated with the Dash Committee, Kavik Committee. CDDT Committee is appointed by RBI. Kerala State Homeopathic Cooperative Pharmacy is located at Alappuzha. Rural Electrification Corporation was organized by All India Rural Credit Review Committee. The utopian socialist setup cooperative colonies in England was Robert Owen. The movement in Dash country resulted in a series of cooperative stores known as Bruchen. Denmark. ICA Commission on Cooperative Principles 1966 was headed by D.G. Kavi. Which committee reporter is called Magna Carta of Cooperative Movement in India? All India Rural Credit Survey Committee. Colonies established by Robert Owen in USA. New Harmony. Dash loans are generally given for productive purposes and also meet immediate needs of goods. Conception loans. Who was the leader of Brockdale Pioneers? Charles Howard. Banking Ombudsman Scheme was launched in India in 1995. Who was the first and non-European to become the president of ICA? Roberto Rodrigue. The liability of members of reficient societies was unlimited. There are Dash accepted cooperative principles followed by the cooperative organization now. 7. Who established equitable labor exchanges in England? Robert Owen. I will not measure the success of the cooperative movement by the number of societies formed, but by the moral conditions of the members. Who said this? Gandhiji. Franz Schulz was an exponent of the cooperative movement in Germany. The joint purchasing organization for the consumer cooperatives is called the Nordic Cooperative Union. Denmark. Self-help is the best help. This is related to Brockdale Pioneers. Which committee made a comprehensive survey of the cooperative movement in India for the first time? The Committee on Cooperation 1914. Which commission pointed out that if cooperation fails, there will fail the best hope of rural India? Royal Commission on Agriculture. Dash Committee recommended the creation of State Bank of India. All India Rural Credit Survey Committee. District cooperative banks are also called Central Cooperative Bank. The banking system followed in India, branch banking. By profession, F.W. Raiffeisen was Dash, Mayor. Dash said to be the hometown of agricultural cooperation. Denmark. Creation of the post of registrar and cooperative department was provided in the Act of Dash. 1904. Dash is an affidavit filed in the Primary Cooperative Agricultural and Rural Development Bank. Gahan. NBC stands for Non-Banking Company. In 1959, Dash Committee was appointed by central government to examine and suggest measures for promoting cooperative farming. Ninjalingappa. The Cooperative News Digest is a publication of RBI. The State Bank of India was organized in 1955. Dash is a method of financing used to maintain liquidity while waiting for an anticipated and reasonably expected inflow of cash. Bridge financing. DICGC was established in 1978. The committee appointed by ICA in 1964 submitted the reformulated cooperative principles in 1966. The account prepared in non-trading concern in lieu of P&L account, income and expenditure. Custodian of Coinwar register,
Cashier.
contingent assets or liabilities are shown as the footnote under balance sheet is according to dash concept. Full disclosure concept. SBI account is a dash account. Artificial person account. Cooperative Trade Directory is associated with the ICA. The authority to fix sitting fees to the committee members of a cooperative society. Registrar. Service area approach was introduced by RBI. Institute of Cooperative Management is run by NCCT. Kottayam district comes under Dash Regional Cooperative Milk Producers Union. Ernakulam. ASCTI run by KSEB. Dash is known as Apostle of Cooperation. Raiffeisen. Rural Consumer Scheme is either known as Lead Link Scheme. CAPEX is an Dash Society. Apex Industrial Processing Society. Direct to Kitchen is the brand name of CareFed. The message of International Cooperative Day 2015 was Choose Cooperatives, Choose Equality. Constitution of Committee in the case of division of a society deals with the rule 41. The amount of undischarged liability shall kept with the financing bank for 3 years. In execution of an award, the distressed property shall be kept with the decree holder. A society is deemed to have commenced its functioning. Convened first general body meeting. Amount collected on account of money or property lost in negligence or mismanagement of a person by registrar. Surcharge. Resignation of a committee member is given to President. Time limit to call special general body after requisition to send from RCS 1 month. Adjustment made for outstanding expenses, prepaid expenses are according to dash principle. Matching principle. Bad debts recovered are credited to dash. P&L account. Rule dash specifies the period for which the societies are to keep their records after auditing. 31. Dash of a bill always entertain the cancellation of old bill and making of a new bill. Renewal. Dash cost is disclosed by the cost sheet. Operating cost. Cooperation in India was a result of government policy. The quotation is made by Horace Plunkett. 12 Venture of Cooperation was written by Charles Guide. Raiffeisen Union was established in 1877. Big Farmers Society in Germany were organized by Dr. Hess. Form number prescribed for companion vote in election 38. The one-time settlement is dash eradication program introduced by Cooperative Department. Overdue. Dash is a shrinkage in the value of an asset due to frequent use of purpose of earning profit. Depreciation. To record a cash sale, the proper entry is debit cash and credit sales. Rubbermark was established in the year dash as an apex institution of primary rubber marketing cooperatives. 1971. There can be no successful cooperation without a common need. Who said this? Calvert. Rule dash of Cases Act to the calculation of audit fee. 65. Audit of Industrial Cooperative Society in Kerala is done by dash. Cooperative Department. Notice of dishonor is not required in the case of check. The maximum amount up to which a bank can issue shares to the public is called authorized capital. Inventory turnover relationship between of inventory with a dash. Sales. Acquisition of any asset, property or right depending upon any future action is called the dash asset. Contingent asset. In the 1904 Act, there was a provision for creation of dash. Post of Registrar. Headquarters of Petrophils Cooperative Limited is at Baroda. The 7th Kerala Cooperative Congress at Thrissur was inaugurated by A.K. Antony. The first bank in Kerala, Nidingadi Bank, used and unused ballot papers and records of a society shall be kept in a sealed box for a period of dash month after the date of election. 3 months. Charist Hall relates to Rockdale. In Canada, the first cooperative society was developed among dash farmers. Debt when dash expenses increase. The preparation of trial balance helps in locating error of partial omission. The largest membership of cooperative societies in dash India. General reserve is also known as free reserve or revenue reserve. Errors committed when transactions are incorrectly recorded are called error of commission. Autonomy and independence is the dash cooperative principle. Fourth cooperative principle. Primary cooperative urban banks owes its origin to Shoes-Dulwich banks. CRR and SLR are related to dash management. Liquidity management. All employees of cooperative societies are eligible for DA at the rate allowed by the government as per the rule dash of KCS Act. Rule 189. Section 80A of KCS Act deals with pension scheme. Dash refers to the measure of the quality of the performance of auditing techniques. Audit standards. Dash balance is created due to increase in owner's equity. Credit balance. The sale officer is appointed by RCS on the request of decree holders. Debit note number is noted in purchase return book. Dash persons required to form a farming cooperative society. 10 persons required to form a farming cooperative society. Alternation of figures after audit is a limitation of dash audit. Continuous audit. National Development Council was constituted in 1952. Journal entry of drawings is dash. Drawings is debited and cash is credited. 3-column cash book involves the items like discount, cash, bank. The area of operation of an urban bank is generally dash, but that of an employee society is dash. The area of operation of an urban bank is generally one taluk, but that of an employee society is entire state or district or taluk or a factory. The society shall submit a statement to the registrar after the close of a year, which is known as annual statement. No amount should be spent by societies without passing budget. In the cooperative system of preparation of final account, reserve is created not only for overdue interest but also for dash amount, overdue principal amount. The subsidy payable for the rubber cultivation has reduced from rupees 18,000 to rupees dash by central government, 12,000. The Indian Penal Code of 1860 is intended to provide dash for various crimes. Punishment. The loan immediately forthcoming from employees' credit societies by members is known as in emergency loan. Dash balance will not be there in the R&D for the first year. Opening balance. Dash cooperative societies, which is running the coffee shop in various places in Kerala. Indian Coffee Workers Industrial. Dash is also called a banker's bank. RBI. The coupon redemption register is maintained by milk supply societies. More than 90% of the rubber cultivation in India is in Kerala. Attachment of property before award or order is called conditional attachment. Test audit is one special to dash department. Cooperative department. More than 90% of the rubber cultivation in India is in Kerala. Attachment of property before award or order is called conditional attachment. Test audit is one special to dash department. Cooperative department. Contract of guarantee, there are dash parties, that is dash. And in contract of indemnity, there are only dash parties, that is dash. അതായത് കോൺട്രാക്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഗ്യാരണ്ടിയിൽ 3 പാർട്ടീസാണുള്ളത്. ഷുവർട്ടി, പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ ഡെപ്റ്റർ ആൻഡ് ക്രെഡിറ്റർ. എന്നാൽ കോൺട്രാക്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ഇൻഡെമിനിറ്റിയിൽ 2 പാർട്ടീസാണുള്ളത്. ഇൻഡെമിനിഫയർ ആൻഡ് ഇൻഡെമിനിഫൈഡ്. The opening balance will be shown on dash and the closing balance will be shown on dash. Opening balance will be shown on receipt side and closing balance will be shown on disbursement side. Command Area Development Authority is Dash Management Program. Water Management Program. The accounting system in all cooperative institutions is under neither single entry nor double entry but a self-designed mixture of both. That is cooperative accounting. The committee of a society shall call a special general meeting within dash from the date of requisition from the registrar within 1 month. While furnishing the audit report by the auditor, bank accounts should be supported by dash of the concerned banks. Confirmation. Dash is a charge against profit and loss account, whereas dash is created by appropriation of profits. Provision is the charge against profit and loss account, whereas reserve is created by appropriation of profits. The sale officer shall effect the distress after dash and before dash and not at any other time. The sale officer shall effect the distress after sunrise and before sunset and not at any other time. When the accelerator of a bill pays the amount of the bill before its due date, it is called a retirement. The negotiable instrument gives better title to the transferee. Dash means the capacity of the banker to convert his assets into cash on demand. Liquidity. Dash means the part of the capital which is set apart from any known or unknown or unforeseen losses or contingencies. Capital Reserve. The government may provide monies to a society for the purchase of shares in other societies with the dash liability only. Limited liability only. Depreciation arises because of wear and tear, obsolescence, and passage of time. Dash is a method of depreciation writing off every year a fixed percentage of the asset till it is reduced to scrap value. Fixed installment or original cost or straight line method. When the payment exceeds over and above the budget, the society should pass it in the next general body, and that is termed as supplementary budget. Insertion of new section under 18B is made and it's related to affiliation to Apex Society. Secretary to Government is a dash member of the Board of Directors in the Kerala State Corporation Union. Nominated member. In election, in the case of equal division of votes, the result shall be decided dash to the drawn by the dash. In election, in the case of equal division of votes, the result shall be decided taking lots to the drawn by the returning officer. Dash should not have any control over any ledgers of original entry except cash book. Cashier. Bankers Book Evidence Act was passed in 1891. Prudential norms recommended by the Committee on the Financial System headed by Narasimham. What is SWIFT? Interbank Financial Telecommunication. Dash is the authentic and official proof of the presentment and dishonor of negotiable instrument. Protesting. Rationing of credit was first tried in England. The book Principles of Money and Banking was written by Dr. Walter Leaf. Central bank as a lender of last resort. This term was coined by Walter Bagehot. Maximum fiduciary system of note issue was adopted in France. The practice of crossing of check is originated in UK. The booklet which contains a copy of the customer's account in the banker's ledger is called a passbook. Credit control techniques used by RBI to regulate the volume of bank advances are collectively known as qualitative credit control techniques. An arrangement in which financial institution undertakes the task of collecting book debts of its clients for a service charge is called a credit rating. The right enjoyed by the banker to combine a debit balance in one account of the customer with the credit balance in another account of the same customer is known as right to set off. Variable reserve ratio was suggested by J.M. Keynes. Garnishee order is issued in two parts known as order of nisi and order of absolute. An order to pay money on demand drawn by one office of a bank upon another office of the same bank is called a bank draft or demand draft. The banker to whom the check is crossed specially if loans are the children of deposits, especially to another banker, are also the children of loan. For collection is called JM special double crossing. Dash means the purchase and sale of securities by the central bank. Open market operation. In a check, the amount has written only in words and not in figures is considered as refuse payment being incomplete. Bill of exchange on behalf of a customer is dash function. An agency function. Dash bank accepted taxes and other payments on behalf of government. Central bank. Banker's lien is an implied pledge. Who said this? Lord Campbell. When a bill is made before the due date, the bill is said to be discounted. The mortgage of movable property to secure a loan is called hypothecation. The first cooperative dairy society was registered in India at അലഹബാദ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇത്രയാണ് ഈ വീഡിയോയിൽ ഉൾക്കൊള്ളിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള 200 ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസുകൾ. ഇതിൽ എത്ര എണ്ണമാണ് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കറക്റ്റായി എന്നുള്ളതെന്ന് കമൻറ്റ് ചെയ്തേക്കുക. താങ്ക് യു.